Number 10. I know, you're at the edge of your seat. I don't know if this is cheating because I accidentally looked into this and saw a quote sitting on top, but I feel like it's the one I'm supposed to read, so that's the one we're gonna focus on. And it says, inner peace creates peace in the world. The first thing that's coming to mind is, what do you need to do in order to create inner peace? What shifts in your life do you need to make in order to ensure that you feel peaceful without effort all of the time? What are the things that call to you that you've been ignoring, that you haven't been pursuing? Funnily enough, I just heard my little rabbit scurry away. And that makes me think of someone out there running away from their callings, from their purpose, maybe from the art, the projects, whatever it is that's been on your heart that you've been ignoring. It's easy to run away when we're scared. But the thing is that if it's something that you're really meant to do, it's gonna keep nagging at you. I promise you. It's not really something that you are going to be able to fully ignore, at least permanently. You might be able to do it temporarily by pursuing what you believe you should, but it's always going to be in the background, lingering, urging, insisting. And that insistence means that you're not going to be able to experience peace. There is no peace that comes from ignoring your calling. The peace comes from listening and doing something about it. It's like, I don't know if you have a sibling, a little brother, an older brother. It's like your sibling is just poking at you, like, hey, 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 what you doing? What are you doing? Can I see that? Can I play with that? Are you finished? Can you come play with me? Come play with me. Are we there yet? I don't know if that was triggering to anyone, but maybe it's your inner child that's the one that's nagging you. I hope you can't hear this, but one of my cats is using the litter box. He's cleaning things up, he's digging. Maybe you need to clean things out in your life too. Confirmation growl from my other cat. It's a zoo in my house, okay? And you might feel really agitated and not know why. You might feel like you have this intense anxiety or energy that makes you kind of just want to, like we were saying before, run away. But maybe it's because this calling has been building up inside of you and you are just unable to ignore it anymore, to the point that it's creating physical discomfort, to the point that it's making it hard for you to function. And maybe this calling is something that scares you, or maybe it's something that you've convinced yourself you can't do because you don't have enough time or resources, or you're afraid of judgment, you're afraid of what might occur if you were to do this thing, to follow this calling, to follow this interest, this passion, this curiosity. But like I said, it's not gonna go away until you do something about it. Seriously. If you want to experience inner peace, you have to listen. You have to go after that thing. There's no amount of work, of caffeine, of addictions that are gonna make that calling disappear. Trust me, I know from experience. And really, if you're brave enough, if you have the courage enough to just listen for a second to that calling, you might see that it's not as scary as you might have been making it out to be. And I'm not saying that to shame or judge anyone. Again, this is pulling from my own personal experience, but until you pursue the calling, the interest, the passion, there's a part of you that's going to do everything in its power to scare you into not doing it. And that part of you is going to be at war with the part of you that's desperate for you to do it. So maybe it's your inner child, the dreams of your inner child versus the adult persona that you've created to protect the inner child's wishes and desires, because for whatever reason, life experience, the way you were raised, the people around you, your friends, capitalism, whatever it may be, has tried to quiet these callings, these interests and pursuits, because it's afraid that if it does listen and take action, then the reality that it has built for itself will come crashing down, fall apart. But I feel like you guys already know that. If you're listening, you already know that you can't keep this persona going for much longer. If you're having all of these physical symptoms, like you're getting sick all the time, like I'm not a doctor, so please seek medical help if you're having any like physical symptoms. But I do feel like, from my experience, the anxiety of trying to ignore the truth that lives within you, that can create some sort of sickness. Like it might keep you up at night. You might have really insane dreams because you're not allowing yourself to think about it during the day or do anything about it. But when you're sleeping, your subconscious is like, here's the thing, let's look at it. And you wake up exhausted. Again, this is just personal experience. Please seek mental and physical health professionals. I always suggest that. I'm digressing. Let's get back to the inner peace point before this video gets too long. Silence is a gift that you receive when you come into contact with your truth and your purpose and your calling, your interest. That's the peace. That's the peace that comes when you complete the task, when you pursue the curiosity. You know the phrase, curiosity killed the cat, actually ends with, but satisfaction brought it back. That satisfaction is equivalent to the inner peace that you're seeking. It feels like relief. You know, maybe there's a little rabbit at my feet, okay? She's waiting for attention and cuddles, so I'm gonna end this video soon. But your inner child is waiting for your attention and your nourishment. It wants you to pursue what it has always dreamed of, what energizes it, what lights it up. And it's insisting. It's insisting. You really can't ignore it anymore. You have to go forth and pursue at all costs. And please don't take that to mean that you should hurt yourself. Not at all. What I mean is, listen to that insistence for once. Take a bold step. Have the courage to listen to what's on your heart. My nose itches. Wow, it really itches. It's being insistent. You will have a really nice sleep after you do that thing that you've been avoiding. And one last thing is that I think from my experience, I have ADHD. Avoiding the calling is different from normal avoidance. And I think, I'm not an ADHD expert, just I have my personal experiences, right? But the interest is what really captivates me and encourages me to move forward. Maybe part of the reason why you haven't been able to do other things is because you're really not interested in them anymore, or you're unable to convince yourself that you're interested in them anymore. This feels like a bit of a digression again, but when you follow the interest, it doesn't have to be as grand and perhaps intimidating as a calling. Maybe that's not the right word, but it's just an interest. You're interested in doing something, big or small. Just follow that seriously. And it might not be easy, but if it's really interesting to you and engaging enough, you're probably going to continue pursuing it until it feels done. That's been my experience. I think this video has to be completed now because I'm digressing a lot. But I believe in you. I think I've been in your same boat if you're listening. And I've done the thing and I've found a lot of peace. I'm not all the way done because I'm still alive, right? And we're never done until it's really done. But it's time for you to start listening to the calling.